Hello guys. This is Milo the Cat Archives videos. And today I will be ranting on the worst users on YouTube. His name is Coyote Lovely. This rant was requested by Socialism with anti-furry characteristics. Go subscribe to him. Anyways, back to the rant. Coyote Lovely. He dated a pedophile named Hypnotist Sappho, and Sappho Hypnotist admitted to being a zoophile. She came out as a zoophile. Oh my fucking god, get someone to kill Sappho Hypnotist. And Coyote Lovely is also a zoophile. While Coyote Lovely said that he is against zoophiles. And he was associated with Penis Negation, also known as Station. Coyote Lovely flirted with Hypnotist Sappho, who admittedly to being a zoophile and child fucker. The bitch admitted to being a pedophile and she dated minors and she made kids cut themselves and carve her name. Fuck Hypnotist Sappho. And fuck Coyote Lovely. He also said flirting with Hypnotist Sappho was an opus. He said he was pretending to like Sappho to get information. That's complete fucking bullshit. That entire time, those several months that he was flirting with her, he gained nothing out of her. No new information, just fucking nothing. It was just flirting. This degenerate spent money on NSFW commissions. What a fucking disgusting piece of shit. Coyote can't control himself when it comes to this shit. And not just that, he literally promised Sappho's victims, people that she groomed, that he will bring justice for them, but guess what? He didn't do shit. He went behind their back to flirt with Sappho, and then after Coyote Lovely got outed, he ran to one of them to try to gaslight them into not listening to anybody that was fucking outing his ass. Coyote Lovely is a gooning freak. He can't fucking control himself and needs to get swatted or arrested. He literally flirted with a zoophile and lied to her victims, while he promised to get justice for the victims, when he wasn't doing shit about it. He yelled at the victims, when people was giving him shit for doing an obviously fucked up and ranted thing that is the worst than anything he has ever done. You got to be fucking kidding me, man. Coyote Lovely sucks. And not just that, he is trying to return to YouTube. He shouldn't return to YouTube, and if he does, I will get the FBI involved and get him arrested. Put the fucker furry behind bars. And also, Coyote also agreed on being in a live stream interview with Kaswarfucks. This in turn would give Coyote Lovely the chance to alleviate some of the tension surrounding his name and would allow Coyote a platform to discuss some of the drama that was going down. Although in the lead up to the interview, just the night before he was meant to show up, Coyote cancelled citing events in his personal life. Apparently his brother and his girlfriend were coming over to go out to have dinner with him. On top of this, before the live stream began, Coyote was seen playing a shitty ass fucking game with shit graphics called League of Legends of all things. He lied about the family emergency shit. People were finding out that he was like doing some personal shit or whatever the fuck. And they're like, hey, you need an answer for all this, and the fucker was like, oh, I have a family emergency, and the fucker was on Discord playing fucking shit of League of Legends. Like nigga. He's such a fucking liar. What a piece of shit. This as well as the cancellation of the interview at the last minute, and it didn't bode well for Coyote's image, how it didn't make him look any more professional despite Coyote's lack of appearance to begin with. The stream continued anyway. This is because many of the people who were going to appear on the stream to talk to Coyote could not reconfigure their timelines to reschedule the interview after about an hour into the stream. Coyote would join the live stream and the resulting live stream would be interesting to say the least. There's a lot of conflict in that live stream.
I didn't swat anybody, so why don't you fucking
It doesn't matter.
This is great television, by the way.
Everyone shut the fuck up, you uptight hole.
Wow, okay, so here's the thing. All of you shut up or I'm being...
Through Coyote's late appearance, but still an appearance nonetheless, we gather a lot of information about the reasoning for Coyote's actions. As I stated earlier, Coyote was in communication with Sappho for the purpose of conducting an op. What Coyote was doing there, and I'ma do my best to simplify this as much as I can so I don't have to explain the dynamics of the furry groups involved in the legal system of America that run chats dedicated to hunting down zoophiles and predators. How is this world real? Conducting an op in their language is gathering information to present to the legal system in hope of an arrest warrant. Again, simplifying it, that's not all that happens, it just happens a lot. Coyote was performing in secret on behalf of a group that he didn't inform. What does this mean? That means Coyote knew he was going behind people's backs and was in the wrong by flirting with Sappho. Even still, any chance for an op was blown as early as December 2022.
That's what makes it so like unbelievable that it was like an I swear to God guys, it was an op the whole time. I never meant to flirt with Sappho. That's why it's so fucking bullshit. That whole fucking thing is so fucking bullshit. Because he never told anybody that he was doing it. He never told any of the trusted people that were with you that were trying to like out Sappho. He never told any of them that he was doing this. Nobody knew but him. Like, how can he say like it was an op when nobody knew? Right, when the people that should know that he's doing that didn't know.
Because Sappho was swatted and would have been changing addresses, blowing any chance of any police involvement. Coyote didn't even gain any information from Sappho. He gathered the address which was already known on Kiwi farms. And when shit hit the fan, Coyote made the decision to nuke all the chat logs with Sappho. Let me give you a short rundown of events on that. Coyote claims that when he became aware that the op was blown, instead of exporting the chats, he promptly deleted them in fear of Sappho going, in his words, crazy. Putting two and two together with him and Sappho and using the chats against him. Although as pizza proves, Coyote had a processing time of 33 minutes based on chat logs of other people from the time. Allow me to play you the exact way this happened in Pizza's own words.
You became aware that the op was compromised at 1952 hours. You then began conversing with Rodeo about why certain things had possibly occurred until 2016 hours, when you stated, I'm probably going to end up redact.deving my chats with Sappho soon. And at 20:25 hours, you state, I'm currently redact.deving my...
That's the crazy part. Because he was gonna like, as soon as people found out that he was talking to Sappho, the nigga was freaking out. The nigga was like, I think I should redact my chat logs with Sappho. Like, why would you need to do that? If you're running an operation to try and out them, to try and expose them, why would you need to redact things in your chat? Interesting.
Chat with Sappho. In other words, it took you 33 minutes to make the decision to nuke your chats after finding out that the op was compromised. It takes a few seconds to export a chat.
Coyote had to sit down and contemplate this for 33 minutes. This was not an impromptu decision. In response, Coyote attempts to plead ignorance, claiming to not be aware of the simplicity of exporting chats. This to me is null and void, as in the 33 minutes making no attempt to at least look into how hard it would be, and how to do it at all is way more damning. Of course most people don't know how to export chats. I don't know how to do it. But if I were conducting a serious op against someone like Sappho, I would at least Google how to find out how to do it, and would learn how to do it. The ignorance plea doesn't make Coyote look any better. Second person on our list of degenerates is Blumere. Blumere, as previously mentioned, is a known Nazi fur, as well as being outed for grooming as early as 2017, suggestively chatting with a 16-year-old, and public distribution of furry-inspired lolly porn. Both Coyote Lovely and Blumere shared a friendship between each other. In August 2022, whilst being interviewed, Coyote would say that in the early stages of his and Blumere's friendship, Coyote was unaware of who Blumere truly was. He claimed that the evidence he saw posted was, in his words, flimsy, and therefore he couldn't rightly cut ties with Blumere instantly. According to Coyote, in his own words, Blumere would have been able to set the record straight very easily, and that due to him not addressing the drama, it was affecting Coyote's image. Although later in the same interview, Coyote made the contradicting claim that because of discourse over Blumere circulating, he would drop them as a friend. This is a contradiction because he claims that the evidence is both easily able to be disproved, but enough for him to inevitably cut ties with, which doesn't make any sense. In an even more shameful clip, Coyote is shown some evidence regarding Blumere. This takes place again in the same interview and demonstrates Coyote's lack of care and stubbornness for any accountability.
Yeah, this is a wow, okay, I'm gonna actually need to... See, this is the kind of shit that I actually would look into, and I'm probably gonna wind up looking into, you know, at a later date, just because right now I'm working on something, but after that I'll be totally free. This is... yeah, wow, Jesus Christ. Fuck, dude, what the fuck? Jesus.
I'll allow you guys the suspicion on the legitimacy of his shocked reaction. As you heard, Coyote claimed to wish to look into Blumere further at a later date. I should note that the interview was conducted over 6 months ago, and Coyote has provided no further comment or denunciation of Blumere. So therefore, despite Coyote being well aware of the situation during their friendship and after the friendship, he still treated the situation as if there was nothing to look into. Furthermore, in another interview posted to YouTube by Lio Convoy in February 2023, Lio would further drill into Coyote about his actions regarding Blumere.
If somebody in your circle has heavy accusations against them, in your circle, and Blumere was, you have an obligation, to yourself if nobody else, to look into it.
Finally, we have Zocalo. Zocalo is a very deranged individual. Zocalo is among many things, a zoophile, a sympathizer of some of Sappho's actions, an anti-Semite, buddy-buddy with Nazi furs, not just Blumere. In short, a very disgusting human.
Which is kind of funny, because Z Carlos is translated like how in the fuck can you be a Nazi furry, and translated Nazi furries are the most bizarre group of people and fucking degenerates. How can you be like a stupid ass degenerate Nazi but a trans furry? Like what the fuck? This is some degenerate shit. Fascism promotes degeneracy. Like furries. SJWs and LGBT. Being a trans furry Nazi is like being a anti-Semitic Jew. A self-hating Jew. Like what? This is fucking disgusting ass degeneracy. Like nigga.
Now, I don't have a lot to say about Zocalo and Coyote because there's not a lot I can draw on, but I can say a few things in relation to Coyote. Coyote had a habit of sympathizing with bad people. A great example of this was after user Leo Convoy would call out Zocalo on a stream. In the aftermath of this, Coyote would comfort Zocalo despite the type of person that Zocalo is. Coyote had a habit of saying one thing and then doing another. A habit of false promises.
It's so fucking weird. He has a fucking history of sympathizing with disgusting people. It's almost like the nigga has a guilty fucking conscience. Wow nigga wow.
That paint Coyote is extremely pathetic. A great example is Fursky. To give the cliff notes, Fursky is a victim of abuse from their former partner. Coyote would make a promise to Fursky that he would file a police report on their behalf. Despite Coyote consistently insisting that they did in fact file that police report, no such document or evidence supporting that idea exists. In response to backlash over this, Coyote now says that, "I have no obligation to assist anybody at the end of the day," when talking about how he is not responsible for any problems revolving around Fursky as he is not involved. The thing about this is that Coyote is in fact correct. You are not responsible for other people's problems that don't involve you. However, morally speaking, lying about filing a report is shameful and doesn't paint Coyote well in the slightest. Even worse, in the interview with Cass, Coyote speaks to the victim. I'll play you a clip now of just how Coyote treats this issue and the way he speaks to Fursky.
So you really don't care about the victim.
You know, Fursky, I don't give a fuck about you. I think you're a fucking bitch. There you go. That's my answer. Has nothing to do with the victims. I don't give a fuck about you specifically.
I should note, to be fair, 40 minutes later in the interview, Coyote does apologize about being so aggressive to Fursky. However, I personally...
There's Coyote yelling at the victim. The way this guy phrased it sounds like it wasn't Sappho's victim. I could have sworn it was like one of Sappho's victims. Fuck you, Coyote lovely.
That the damage is in no way made up for, and the way Coyote conducts himself does not reflect positively on his character. Overall, Coyote stood strongly next to many bad people, being adjacent to several zoophiles, pedophiles, and disgusting humans. Coyote had a complete lack of accountability to address the people around him, and the consequence of that shows. To prove that, I want to show you this clip from a Twitter space recorded by the YouTuber Lanza. Before I play the clip, note that Elite Shark Maniac is also a self-identified zoophile next to Zocalo.
I just want to talk to me. Lol.
Lanza, I really forgot how I preferred Coyote Lovely over you, and this kind of reminds me why.
I'm not.
The note of, "This is why I prefer Coyote Lovely," to me is what really shows the consequence of Coyote being the way he is. This is the type of audience he collects. In lack of denouncing Zocalo or any other person he has been around for so long, this is what happens. Coyote has a complete lack of professionalism in both his research with Sappho, his addressing of victims, and how he acts to people such as Fursky, and who he has been adjacent to. That is who I see Coyote as in regards to everything I've discussed today. For anyone still watching,
yeah, that's basically it. Like that's who Coyote Lovely is, that's who this guy is. He's the kind of nigga to go behind people's back and do shady shit, and then the nigga acts like it's everyone else's fucking problem. Actual fucking piece of shit. Coyote Lovely fucking human garbage nigga. Coyote Lovely. More like cocksucking nigga ass nigga Lovely. And cocksucking nigga ass nigga Lovely, if you are watching this, then you are a shitload of fuck and need to get the fuck off the fucking internet and be placed in a fucking prison cell and die.